In the wake of their departure from royal duties, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have transformed into figures of intense scrutiny and speculation. While some see them as advocates for mental health and social justice, others label them as grifters and tragedy vultures, capitalizing on personal losses for fame and financial gain. This duality raises essential questions about their intentions. Are they genuinely seeking to champion causes close to their hearts, or are they merely leveraging their past traumas to build a lucrative brand? One of the most provocative instances highlighting this narrative occurred during their interview with Oprah Winfrey. In this televised event, Markle shared her struggles with mental health and the alleged lack of support from the royal family. While many sympathized with her, others viewed her revelations as a calculated move to elicit public sympathy. Critics argue that this was not just a personal confession but a strategic play to position themselves as victims in a narrative that would ultimately benefit their public image and financial pursuits. The timing of the interview, coinciding with the release of their Netflix documentary and book, further fueled these suspicions. Markle's history of using personal trauma in the public eye continues to raise eyebrows. From her estranged relationship with her father to her experiences as a biracial woman in a predominantly white institution, Markle has often placed her struggles front and center. However, critics contend that this pattern of behavior raises ethical questions about the commodification of suffering. Is it appropriate for public figures to monetize their pain? When does advocacy become exploitation? As Markle and Harry launch initiatives like the Archewell Foundation, which focuses on mental health and social justice, skeptics argue that these efforts serve more to enhance their personal brand than to effect genuine change. Their recent ventures into media, producing documentaries and podcasts, have intensified the debate around their motivations. Many have pointed out that their projects often focus heavily on themes of trauma and grief, which can appear self-serving. For example, the couple's documentary series on mental health features various individuals sharing their struggles, but it also positions Markle and Harry in a way that emphasizes their own narratives of suffering. This raises a crucial question: are they uplifting others through shared experiences? Public opinion is further complicated by the couple's financial highlight their own. Critics argue that their lucrative deals with platforms like Netflix and Spotify are deeply intertwined with their personal narratives. By leveraging their royal status and the trauma associated with their departure, Markle and Harry have created a brand that thrives on sensationalism. The backlash against their financial pursuits is palpable, especially when juxtaposed against their claims of wanting to live a more private life. This contradiction has not gone unnoticed, leading many to label them as hypocritical figures in the landscape of celebrity culture. As they continue to navigate their post-royal lives, the question remains: can Markle and Harry genuinely advocate for causes they profess to care about, or will they forever be seen as individuals who exploit their past for personal gain? The public's perception of them as grifters and tragedy vultures is not just a fleeting sentiment, it embodies a broader skepticism about the authenticity of their message. In a world where social media amplifies every word and action, the stakes are high, and the line between genuine advocacy and opportunism becomes increasingly blurred. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry find themselves at a complex intersection of advocacy and exploitation. Their journey has sparked significant debate about the ethics of public figures sharing personal trauma and the potential for profit that lies therein. As they continue to unfold their narrative, the world watches closely, questioning whether they are truly champions of change or simply players in a well-orchestrated performance of grief.